Hey Ben, you want to help me with cleaning the basement here? Honey? Honey? Oh, good morning. You know what? I got up early this morning and I started to think about the basement project I talked about the other day, and I figured, why not at least start cleaning and organizing? So that's what I did. I'm literally covered in cobwebs right now, but I had to stop for a coffee break. I think I'm probably gonna stop for the day because my allergies are now kicking up working in the basement. But why don't I show you what I've gotten done so far? If you watched one of my last videos, you remember what the basement looked like. I'm going to be taking you downstairs and showing you how I cleaned up at least part of it today. So this is the before. Everything was everywhere. So the first thing I decided to do was grab the bags and put them in my car, get them ready to go for donations. And I had to laugh when I watched this video and editing because I could see my ADD taking over. I would start one project, go to another, then go back to another. It's kind of interesting to watch yourself really not have a clear pattern, but it's all about the end result, right? The bag I'm picking up right now, I forgot it was even here. They are evergreens that I took down when I was undecorating the house upstairs, so those were from the kitchen and other areas. They will go out to the compost pile. And I have some window treatments that were from our other house. I used them in this home temporarily while we needed them for some privacy, but now we have our bottom up, top down shades from Hunter Douglas, so these can also go to donation because I don't have a room for them right now. It's kind of slow going for me going in and out of the house. It is snowing out. I have my sparkly sneakers on and it's slippery. So of course I'm not wearing the correct shoes because I didn't plan on being outside that much. But I got it done. Now I'm going to get rid of this pile. It is all of my carpeting, anti-slip and padding. So I'm just going to put this in one of the other rooms in the basement because I do know I will be needing that. Let me speed this part up just so that you don't have to watch me move every single thing at real time. But I'm looking at my timer here. It took me about a half an hour to clean up a lot of this space. This is the first time I realized I got distracted. I just had to grab my broom and clean up a little bit of the area here versus removing all of that other stuff that is surrounding me, such as the coats and the vacuum and everything else. But this is not the first time I do it. Here I am just sweeping away. Then I'm like, oh, bags and coats. I think I'll move those now. The plight of a short person, just out of my reach. So I have to use my broom to get a sign that I forgot was hidden behind this tree here. And I forgot I had this. Let me show you what it is. This is one of the signs I used to have on my retail store. I had a 2-story colonial, but it was in a larger parking lot, so people would park in front of our store and walk and go to other businesses. So I did that for my clients, and I kept one. I don't think I have any others. Well, I obviously think it's time to do more sweeping versus clearing out some more things. What I'm doing here is actually the wall. They painted over, looks like a plaster of some sort, and it's just not adhering well. So I think I'm going to have to actually scrape this wall down, and I'm thinking of doing a beadboard along the bottom just so that it can get rid of their patchwork. I have no idea why the 2 different colors and what happened here in the past, but the basement's nice and dry since we've been here, so I think I'm just going to do, like I said, a beadboard or something along the lower half. At this point, I decided to put the desk in the location. I think I'm going to keep working on it for potting and doing some crafts. So I'm just going to open it up here, and it will help me visualize the space as I'm cleaning the rest of the space. Ah yes, and now I can see I got distracted by a box. I just have to all of a sudden grab this box, I guess, and bring it outside for recycling. Now, this box has been shuffled around our home quite a few times. This is a box full of martini glasses my girlfriend loaned me many moons ago, and I owe them back to her. And let's just say, don't loan me your martini glasses. It took Ben and I a while to figure out what this switch was when we moved into the house, but finally realized it was a switch that goes to the wiring on the roof that keeps it warm so that ice dams won't form. Now in this wall, we have a double sink that used to be where the Weissman gas burner was, and the washer dryer was down near the end, I think. I'll have to look at old videos. And there was also a cast iron sink here that we did donate, and somebody picked it up, and it's actually being used, I believe, at a horse barn outside. So this area I'm going to clean up. We have a lot of pipes. It's not going to be the look of a finished ceiling. It is what it is. And this is the pile of stuff I've moved. And by the end of this video, I have put everything away. Underneath this ottoman is actually a hole from the chimney. We had to bring it down all the way to the floor when we did the remodel. And this piece I'm looking forward to refinishing. I have I'm going to get white enamel paint. I'm going to do the front and just really spiff up this space enough to make it look pretty and usable. It's looking and feeling better already. This part of the basement has not been this cleaned up since we moved into the house, so this thrills me. I still have a ways to go, but what I'm going to show you right now is what is underneath the ottoman. My hopes are to bring in a few bags of cement and clean up this spot and do it nice and neat and try to get a flat surface as possible. But you can be sure before I do that, I'm going to get out my metal detector and see if I can find anything else in this hole other than some old nails that I've already found. I'm just going to hang up some of these coats and put them in the other room. I do have a coat rack that's on rollers, and I just asked Ben to come down and let me know which ones he does use when he goes out snowblowing and which ones to put away. So this is now what I'm going to be working on for a bit. Well, virtual golf begins today, but that's okay. I love working and cleaning projects and doing things alone. Now don't be jealous. I found 36 cents while I was cleaning. I guess that's my pay for the day. Well, here it is, at least all neat and tidy. It feels brighter already. When the sun's out, it really is a bright basement, which I love. So I'm going to figure out what color I'm going to paint the trim of the windows and the walls. I'm going to decide if I'm going to do the beadboard below or just some sort of other treatment. But let me show you the bathroom. I mentioned in one of my last videos that I have really not gone into this bathroom, maybe once or twice just to turn around because it creeps me out. But I am going to make this such a cute bathroom that it might turn out to be one of my favorite projects in the house. Who knows? This already had a bright colored wallpaper. I can see it right up here. So at one point there was a woman in the house who did have this all wallpapered and pretty. I'm going to say 2 years ago, or just about 2 years ago, a previous homeowner stopped by. He was in his 70s. He used to live here when he was 16. He told me this was his grandfather's bathroom and that his grandmother had all of her canning and products downstairs. So yeah, I have a little more history about this bathroom than I want to know. Oh, and for the first time ever, I'm seeing a little glimpse of wallpaper under the sink. I had no idea that was there either. So there you have it, the basement all cleaned, and in future videos I'm going to show you what I do with it. But now at least I have a space that I can plant some seeds and really start thinking of my garden. Now I know where to park myself for some crafting and planting of seeds. Well, I hope you can see my vision, and I'm going to be working on this project little by little, but it's not going to take me as long, I hope, knock on wood, as some of the other projects here in the house. So I hope to see you soon, and I'm going to choose some wallpaper. Not only now, I'm pointing at the breakfast room, but I'm going to be selecting some wallpaper for that bathroom downstairs. Bye now.